It is week number 42 of 2025. If you can believe it, we're counting it down. And we are now live on the Amazon Live platform with Words I Choose to Live By. If you guys are new to us over there on Amazon, going to type you guys a welcome message. We'll appreciate you guys. I want to thank you guys before we get started for making us once again the #1 media show on Amazon Live. We could not do this without you, so we really appreciate it. If you guys are not following us, make sure you guys do so. The follow button is either this corner or down below. Have a great message in our book today that I hope will inspire you. Bettina, how you doing?
I am blessed, and thank you so much for having me again.
Well, look, it's always great to have you, and I should let our audience know. Hello to you, Nahid. Good to see you over there on the West Coast, over on Instagram. So you may have noticed that the graphic has changed on our program here on Words I Choose to Live By, and that is because currently at this particular time, Tina and I are going to be your new co-host for this program. Now, we will have guest co-hosts from time to time, but Tina and I now are the sole co-host of Words That Choose to Live By. And I was saying to Tina, I'm so glad to continue to have her with me on this journey with words. And Tina, I want to say too, you're going to continue to do great in this. I'm excited to have you as my co-host.
Thank you. I was sad to have first Melissa leave and now Dr. Belma, but they are with us in spirit, and I'm excited to move forward and see where the road leads.
I totally agree. And as Tina and I were talking about before we went live here, we look forward to when their schedules permit, both Dr. Velma and Melissa making guest appearances. So you may still see them, but from right now, you can plan on seeing Tina and I right here on Words I Choose to Live By. This message that we're going into today, Tina, is, again, it's week number 42. This year, of course, is rapidly coming to an end. And the topic is this: He has your back. And I want to read this for our audience who has their copy of my book. I'm going to highlight for you guys on the Amazon side. It's on page 124, and this is what I write. With faith, there is nothing you cannot do. Though it might not happen on your timetable, know that the creator of the heavens and earth always has your back. And Tina and I were just talking about this. This is such a great reminder. It is not always easy for us to remember and to rely on. But I think sometimes when things seem so heavy and when we're given opportunities and responsibilities, you may feel unworthy. I know I've been there. But this message really is a reminder that we're not doing this alone, that the assignment was given to us for a reason, and that God has our back and He's there to be able to help us. So, Tina, I do want to ask you, what has it been like for you to have that assurance that God has your back no matter what assignment comes your way?
Well, as I was preparing and praying for this segment, it was Isaiah 58, verse 8, the latter part of that verse says, "The glory of the Lord shall be your rear guard." And I was thinking about that. Like when somebody comes up uh, from the front of us and shine a light, it would kind of blind our eyes. But when they come from the back, if they have our back and they shine the light, our pathway ahead of us is lit. And that allows us to move forward. And so often it is, we need just that assurance. They don't have to be there as a voice all the time, but knowing that our Creator has our back like this, it's just such a comfort to know that even if we fall backward, He will catch us, and He will give us the strength to get back up. And I'm just so grateful for, as I reflected, how many times I saw this exact thing happening in my life. And I'm so grateful that we have that promise that He will always do that for us.
I love that. I love that illustration too, Tina. That's a great way. Jacqueline Cox, hello to you over there on IG. Glad you could be able to join us, spiritual Sunbeam. So I want to talk about the other part of that message then that I have here, Tina, because I think, again, for us, a lot of times we want things when we want them. I tell people I was a very strange child. I've always been a person who had a lot of patience. My mom talks about that. That is no surprise to her today that I'm not in a hurry for things, and I try sometimes to do the opposite, to slow things down. But I say in this particular message, though it might not happen on your timetable,
Yeah.
Know that the creator of the heavens and earth always has your back. For me, that is a reminder that, you know what, we may want success now. We may want
Mhm.
a dollar amount now, and we may want it for good reasons. Maybe we have a
Mhm.
responsibility, or we want to be able to help someone. We want to be able to get a message out to everyone. But it really is about knowing that God has his own timetable. And I thought about, as you were talking, Tina, about the scripture in Isaiah that talks about the little one becoming 1,000, but God making it so in his time. So
Yeah.
that really has helped me to be able to know that it's not about my timetable. What has helped you, Tina, on that aspect of not trying to rush things? Not, a lot of times when we try to rush, we get
That
into
is a
trouble.
huge,
Yeah,
so true. And
yeah.
I have learned that in my life too, that if I talk about this all the time, but the 20 years that I waited to open up the museum
Hmm.
was, I just got so anxious sometimes, like, let me just do it. And
Hmm.
I would explore avenues that I thought this would be, but it wasn't God's timing. And so for me to learn to wait is especially hard because I'm a fixer. I like to take charge and go do things. If I see something needing done, well, let's find a way and let's get it done. But to
Yeah,
to pause and allow God's timeline to work in our lives is, there's a saying that I've read on vehicles sometimes, like a bumper sticker: don't outrun your guardian angels. And
mm,
so often we like to do things in our timetable,
yeah,
but then the blessings won't be there. And so if we learn to be patient and to wait on when the time is right, then things will fall into place and we don't have to redo things. I
yeah.
think it saves time to be patient and to wait on God's timeline, because that is when the things will fall into place the way from the beginning to the end.
Such a great point. I want to say for those of you who are just coming in, and I appreciate you guys, you all are watching Words I Choose to Live By. It's week number 42 here in my book, joined by my co-host Tina Siemens here. And we're talking about this topic about when it comes to no matter what we are dealing with, that God has our back. And it goes to the first part of this message, Tina, that really I think says so much. And that is, with faith, there is nothing you cannot do. Talk to us about that for
Amen.
yourself, Tina. I mean, I know for me, it's one thing, of course, to have that faith, but that faith does require action too on our part if you want to see results. How important, though, has it been for you to remind yourself that anything is possible with faith?
Well, it's so important that we choose who we associate with, because our faith can be one thing, but if we choose to be with a associate with people that are downers, that are negative people speaking
Yeah,
negativity into us, even though you and I might have the faith, but if we don't surround ourselves with people that would be in support of or encourage us, then the faith is not, like First Corinthians says, love is the greatest. If we surround ourselves with like-minded, and you allude to this in the Tuesdays, the world will try to tell you what you cannot do. I am
yeah,
here to tell you what you can do. And
yeah,
it's that right there. If we surround ourselves with people that will speak life into us, that will encourage us, then we will be able to, through faith,
mm,
finish the race that was set for us. And for me, I know it has been often that doubt comes into that, but then if we are persistent in our faith, then we will continue in the pathway that was chosen for us.
yeah. Such a great thing. The Thankful Revolution. Hello to you over there on IG. She says, "They say good day. I'll have a wonderful day." And the Thankful Revolution also says, "Healthy boundaries is key, so you can be in a positive environment." So true. That is such a great message. I want to pin that over there on Instagram. I love that, and it's a great reminder for us all too, as we kind of think about this message for ourselves as we're beginning a new week. Again, everyone, the message for this week is to remember that no matter what you're going through, that God has your back, that it's about his timetable and what you can achieve. Tina, for yourself, what do you hope our audience takes away from this message that they can carry with them into the week?
Just know that you can. Have the faith in yourself, and that will propel you to reach your goals. Without faith, we are not going to proceed on our dreams. And so, go forth believing in yourself, and then associate yourself with those who will believe in you as well. And so, just be encouraged. If it hasn't been on your timetable as of yet, it may be today or tomorrow, might be the day. So keep working toward your goal.
Love that. Miriam, you know what? I should have known that was you, Miriam, over there. The Thankful Revolution is Miriam. Miriam, thanks so much for joining us. Tina, really great discussing this with you today. If you guys are on the Amazon side, you notice I've been highlighting Tina's book, Post Oak. You can also get Tina's other books there, Seminal, Some People Never Give Up. I'm going to highlight it for you guys over there on the Amazon side, and her book, The Little Sandals That Could. All of them are right here on Amazon. Tina, let our audience know, how can they stay connected with you?
I would love to hear from you. I am on all social media platforms as Tina Siemens. And you can go to my website, seminalthebook.com, or email me. I can't wait to hear from you.
All right. Tina, really great speaking with you again, being able to discuss this message with you, and looking forward to next week.
Sounds great. Thanks for having me. It was a great message.
And we thank you, our audience, for tuning in to this week's episode of Words I Choose to Live By. I hope you guys will be with us next week as well. If you guys are on the Amazon side, if you haven't done so already, make sure you guys do hit that follow button either here in this corner or down below so you don't miss any of our programming here. Until next time, you all make it a great one. We'll talk to you soon. Take care.